to my jam?
Get to your jam.
Okay. My jam, you ready for this? Is the Humpty Dance. Did it. Yay. Let me tell you something. This was 1990. You know how old I was in 1990? I was a kid.
Yes, I know.
No. This was the hip-hop group Digital Underground, and this was off of their album Sex Packets. Did I buy the album? No, because I wasn't allowed to. But did I like this song? Yes, this was my jam. And the song was sung by, or should I say rap by, Shock G, but it was his alter ego, Humpty Hump. And it was a whole
Late
song
Shock G.
dance. The late Shock G, yes. Condolences. And yeah, so this... And they also had a song, Do What You Like. But anyway, so the Humpty Dance, the Humpty Man was, he had the funny glasses, he had a burnt nose, he wore a suit, and he said a whole bunch of, it was a comedy set. Everything he said. Everybody knows he once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin.
And image in the
low key, I used to think, I thought that Shock G and Humpty Hump was
two different people.
I did think they were two
Me
different
too.
people.
Me, nanner. You weren't the only one. I was like, oh my God. Wait, and can I tell you how, when I listen to the song now as an adult, and I mean, he's talking so slick, but there's a part where he says, in a 69, my nose will like tickle your ass. Something like that.
Let's see that Humpty's.
And I'm like, oh man. So yeah, so this came up in karaoke some time ago, and I was so happy with it. I was like, yeah, keep it coming, the Humpty Dance. And we all know the Humpty Dance. And yeah, this is a fun song. It's just a fun song. And he was just having a good time being a rascal, talking crazy. And yeah, the Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Amen. So there's a lot of
Gregory Edward Jacobs. That's what his name
Shock
was.
G?
Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago. Shock G. But interesting story about Shock G, because I remember hearing about, he was the youngest on-air DJ, maybe in the United States, but at least in Florida, because I think he was 16 years old when he had like his own radio time slot back in, that must have been like the early 80s, 70s, really. Maybe that was the 70s. But that was interesting. I remember hearing that.
Go ahead. Wow.
Rest in peace to Shock G.
Wow. Wait. Fun fact about the song. The song was included in the musical reference book of 1001 songs you must hear before you die.
Interesting. Yeah. Did you do the dance?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So this song was sampled. They sample a lot of songs. Sly and the Family Stone. They sample Parliament. They sample. So when you hear the drums, you hear the bass. It was a whole bunch going on. This was a jam. I don't care what you say. And any person of a certain age, you can put the song on, and nobody's gonna be like, turn that off. They're gonna bop them. All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny. So I'm making
money. See,
yo, world, hope you're ready for me. So gather round. I'm the new food and take this from the country down by the underground. He said, I think a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf. So just let me introduce myself. It's Humpty, pronounced with an umpty. Yeah, I can go on and on. I know this.
Rest well. Yeah, he was. I think he had a fentanyl overdose. He died of a fentanyl overdose.
Was it?
Serious drug out there.
Wow.
But his legacy lives on, because Digital Underground and the Humpty Dance.
Dances.
Always remember that. Baby. All right.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I know. Look, y'all, we've come here. We've come to this point. We've come to the end. But guess what you could do?
What could you do? Do the Humpty Dance. Oh, white people. Do the Humpty Hump. Puerto Ricans. He was shouting everybody out.
Look, y'all, please follow That's What I'm Saying, your podcast app. You can turn on automatic downloads. It's free, and it helps us to keep making the show. And if you want to be a sponsor, or maybe you want to be a guest on the show, or you have questions for the Weekend D Report, just go to our Linktree. That's Linktree TWISpod. Scroll to the bottom, and you can get in contact with us by sending us an email or leaving us a voicemail message.
Also, follow us on Instagram at TWISpod. As I always say, that is the acronym. That's what I'm saying, TWISPOD. And if you want to keep up to date on all my upcoming comedy shows, as well as our podcasts and TV events, go to my website at shataraCurry.com. And as always, we appreciate y'all 100%. Stay healthy, stay well. Until next time, peace.
Isha.